guys, and welcome back to Reading Club. So today I'm going to read you My Weird School. Mr. Macky is Wacky, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Chapter 3. If you read this, you'll go blind. Mr. Macky was reading that soup can he brought into our class. I love to read, said Mr. Macky. Don't you? Yeah, said all the girls. No, said all the boys. Mr. Macky is always trying to get us to read. What is his problem? Doesn't he know that reading is a big bore? Why are you even reading this book? If I were you, I'd be doing something worthwhile, like watching a big screen TV. The only books worth reading are Dr. Seuss's books. He was cool. My friend Billy, who lives around the corner, who told me that if you read too much, you'll go blind. Homework involves a lot of reading. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to stop doing my homework so I won't go blind. Mr. Macky, why do you have a can of chicken noodle soup? I asked Michael. I was reading the label, he said. Reading can take you on a journey. So can watching TV, I said. Yes, but you can learn so much more by reading, said Mr. Macky. Because you can use your imagination. I'll read anything. But what can you learn from a soup can? Asked Ryan. I learned that chickens have noodles, said Mr. Macky. Chickens have fingers too, said Michael. My mom gives me chicken fingers for lunch all the time. Chickens have nuggets too, I added. They do not, said Andrea. Do too, I told her. Do not. We went back and forth like that for a while. Let's discuss chickens some other time, Miss Daisy. I think Mr. Macky is here to talk about President's Day. Right you are, said Mr. Macky. I had an idea to promote reading at elementary school. In celebration of President's Day, we are going to read all about the presidents. We're going to learn a lot. Each of you is going to give an oral report on a president. You'll even get to dress up as your president. The whole school will be involved. Doesn't that sound like fun? Yeah, said all the girls. No, said all the boys. Oral means mouth, so an oral report comes out of your mouth. Only gifted and talented kids know how hard words like that. Why is that girls always want to read books, learn stuff, give reports, and play dress up? What is their problem? Girls are weird. How come we never celebrate anything by sitting around and watching big screen TVs? I think it's a great idea, said Miss Daisy, a girl, of course. I don't know anything about the presidents. Of course not. Miss Daisy doesn't know anything about anything. I can't believe she got a job as a teacher. I think it's a great idea, too, said Andrea, the big brown-noser. When did you get this great idea, Mr. Macky? 77 years ago, he replied. I can't wait to get started on my oral report, Andrea said, all excited. I'm going to work really hard and do the best job I can. Can you possibly be any more boring? I asked her. I have to go now, Mr. Macky said, because I have a lot of things to read. I have to read the newspaper, then I have to read the back of the cereal box. Then I have to read the graffiti in the bathroom. Then I have to read the phone book. That guy sure loves reading. He's weird. Chapter 4. Abraham Lincoln's Face. Who can tell us something about the real Abraham Lincoln? Miss Daisy asked after Mr. Macky left with his hat and beard. Lincoln rhymes with stinkin', I said. True. Abraham Lincoln's face is on the penny, said Andrea. That's right, said Miss Daisy. Andrea looked all proud of herself. I hate her. He should take that penny off his face, I said. No, Andrea said. I mean, his face is on the penny. How did he hold the penny on his face? Ryan asked. With glue? That's disgusting, said Michael. I wouldn't put glue on my face. He was probably trying to cover up his pimples, I told them. When my big sister has pimples, she won't even go outside. Enough chit-chat, said Miss Daisy, clapping her hands again. Let's look at our crazy pets now. I still say Abraham Lincoln was weird to put pennies on his face. We took some of the animals out of their cages and looked at them. Ryan told us about his hermit crab. Hermit crabs are really boring. They don't do anything. You can hardly even tell when they die because they do the same stuff dead that they did when they were alive. Nothing! Hermit crabs are weird. Annette told us about her bird. It was boring too because it didn't talk or anything. The only cool birds are the ones that talk. Neil, the new kid, told us about his ferret. He said ferrets have really bad eyesight and they poop when they get excited. We all said we try not to get Mr. Wriggles excited. Everybody thought he was cool, even if he looked sort of disgusting. Emily said she's allergic to the ferret's fur. It makes her cough and rub her eyes. Ferrets are gross anyway, she said. Mr. Wriggles looks like a long rat. I was going to say, so is your face, but Emily would probably run out of the room crying again. Then I'd have to go to the principal's office. Besides, she was right. Mr. Wriggles did look like a long rat. But if you ask me, ferrets are cool. Not as cool as penguins, but they're still cool. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club. So I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody. See you later.